Okay. Can you hear me? Lauren, can you guys hear me? Okay. I'm so sorry. For some reason, I could not get into the meeting. It was like my phone just refused to do it. And I'm on my phone. So thank you so much for waiting, guys. Appreciate you tons. And so Lauren said you guys can hear me. I'm walking. Look how beautiful it is out, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see the sunset. It's like unbelievable. I'm at a chili cook-off and I was like, I gotta go. We got our Fitme family meeting and then I couldn't get on. So let's get right to it since we're starting a few minutes late. So a couple of quick announcements. If you are coming to the Fitme Washington event, your metabolism audits are due. And so most of you needed to have them sent to Molly by Friday, but if you haven't done it, get it in ASAP. And then if you are a last minute sign up, you've got till tomorrow. And so we need those in advance because it takes some time to put them together for you. And we are less than 2 weeks until the Washington event. And so please get those ASAP. And then for everybody else for everybody who's attending Washington, I'm going to be sending out a schedule and packing list tomorrow. And so you'll have all of that in advance, so you can take a look at it, ask any questions. And we're super pumped that that's only like a week, 2 weeks away. So that was first announcement. And second announcement, this has been something I've been thinking about for a little while. And I shared a few days ago on my Instagram story a sweatshirt that I was wearing. It's like a slouchy Fitme sweatshirt. And I shared it and I was like, does anybody like these? And everybody kind of liked them. And we may at some point do a sweatshirt order, but that's not the announcement that I'm going to make. Just as it means so much to me and the other coaches when you share with someone who you think like should be a part of the Fitme community, would benefit from this, and your referrals mean the world to me because it means that like you value oh crap, I muted myself. It means you value what you're doing here and like how this program is helping you. When you tell somebody about it, it's like, I don't know, it just means a lot to me. So anyways, I wanted to tell you that starting this month, I'm going to be sending that sweatshirt to you as a thank you for a referral. So I know a handful of you guys referred people to the On Track program for this month. And so I'll be reaching out to ask you your sweatshirt size. But if you do refer somebody, make sure and let me know. So that way I can send you a thank you because I want to, and I would love to just tell you how much I appreciate it when you do refer someone to Fitme. And so watch for that. And I think that's all the announcements. Because I'm on my phone, I can't mute you guys. So if you guys could mute yourselves, that way I'll just cut down on background noise until the end. So I want to get right to our topic. Okay, awesome. So topic for the week, we're done announcements. Topic for the week, I posted in the Facebook group, I think yesterday, about what is your goal right now? And, over the summer we did summer goals and a lot of people accomplished some big ones. I know Marlena, for example, like took her summer goal like so seriously. She was running a mile every morning in the dark. Like she crushed it. There were other people who took on like summer goals, but it occurred to me that we set goals multiple times throughout the year and that's a positive thing. And there's 5 weeks between now and Thanksgiving. And this is the season before the holidays. And if you've been with Fitme in past years, we approach the holidays a little bit different. We call it like the holiday happiness season because it's about balance and about being with people and about celebrating the season. It's not about, how restrictive can we be or how much can we feel like crap by just like eating nonsense every day. But we're like right before that season of kind of a more relaxed time. And so I think if there's ever a season that we could set a goal, it's right now. You have 5 weeks before Thanksgiving. And I want to encourage you to set a goal. And I wanted to talk about what kind of goal this should be, because I don't think it necessarily has to be the normal kind. So hear me out. So first off, the goal that you set needs to be specific. So it can't be like, I want to like eat healthier. Like that's fine, but that's not specific. It has to be like, I want to eat vegetables at 2 out of 3 meals every day, until for the next 5 weeks. That's specific. Or I want to walk a minimum of 7,000 steps every day for the next week. Or I want to do, I think, I was posting in the Facebook group. It doesn't even necessarily have to be something where you're pushing yourself. It could be something where you're restoring yourself, especially if you just finished, like, say, like you're like Marlena and you just did like an aggressive physical goal. Maybe you need a goal that's more centered around balance. Maybe your goal needs to be, I'm going to journal, every weekday for the next 5 weeks. But I want you to set a goal. And now that we have our apps, this is another reason that we're doing a goal. You can actually put a specific and measurable goal into your app and track your progress in there. You can let your coach know how much progress you've made and they can update it for you. I believe you can even update it for yourself. But it should be specific. It should be measurable. It should be attainable. So like an attainable goal for me would be like walk 3 miles a day. An unattainable goal would be to walk 10 miles a day. That's not possible for me. It needs to be time bound, which I'm giving you the time bound. You got 5 weeks. And it needs to be, what's the last part? My brain is broken today. Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. I skipped realistic because I spelled it SMAT. It's not a SMAT goal. It's a SMART goal. Realistic and time bound. So I want you to think about this. And again, you might be like, well, I don't feel like setting a goal. You can always choose to not. This is just an opportunity for you to use this season right before the holidays to pick something you want to do. I think gamifying certain times of the year are fun. It's fun. And now that we're in the groove of the fall, I want you to ask yourself, what's a goal that you need to set? And how specific can you be around it? And why does it matter if you do it? I'll tell you right now that setting a goal that doesn't matter to you won't actually work. It needs to be something that kind of matters, but something that you will do, and maybe something that doesn't require you to be perfect. I know a handful of people who are starting, like, there's a game. It's called like 75 Hard. It's fine. It's not bad. It's just intense. And it's basically like a be perfect or bust game. If you like mess it up on day 7, you're done. You have to start over. We're not doing that. I don't want your goal to have to be you get to fail on day 3 because you didn't do it. I want you to be able to keep working at it. So what are your guys' thoughts? Does anybody have a goal in mind that they're like, yep, I'm doing this for the next 5 weeks? I'm sorry I'm breathing so hard. I'm walking uphill.
I'll go first.
All right, Lisa.
I haven't been on in a while. I needed this call. Thank you. I realized that I've been a little off track with getting enough nutrition. So I'm making mine be to focus on food prep because that's where I actually succeed, is planning ahead. So
how can we make that specific and measurable for you?
More vegetables. I liked your a minimum of 2 meals a day.
Okay, so
I get my protein, no problem.
What about the meal prep part? Like, so if you're committed to 2 meals a day that include vegetables, do you have to commit to a certain prep routine to do that?
Yes, I need to make sure that I go to the grocery store on Sunday and I pick out specific vegetables, enough to make it through those at least 5 days of the week, like Monday through Friday, to hit those 2 meals a day.
So not counting today, you have 4 Sundays that you would have to meal prep to hit your goal.
Today, so woohoo!
Okay, so you got the first one. So how would you know you did it? Yes or no? Like if I say, did you do it? Yes or no? What makes it a yes?
I could,
like, for a Sunday meal prep day.
I could make sure that we can set up a thing in the app, right, to be able to track.
We can, yeah. And we can actually set up a habit reminder that says like, did you meal prep today? I was just curious how you define meal prep. Like, does that mean that you did a grocery order and you prepped your vegetables? Does it mean you're like actually pre-preparing your meals? Like, what does it mean to you?
It means to me that I go and I get a specific amount of vegetables that I know I have to be able to reach into my refrigerator and easily grab, or I'm not going to eat them.
Okay, got it. So Sundays include getting those vegetables that are on your list so that you have them for the week. That you can do 2 meals a day with vegetables.
Yes, ma'am.
And you haven't been doing that until today?
Not for the last 2 weeks. I missed food prep Sundays for 2 weeks, and now I know why I don't feel so great.
All right, perfect. So I like this one. And so yes, your coach can put it in your app on Sundays, like meal prep as one of your targets. And then you'll know that you should be hitting basically 2 Fitme plates because you're including the vegetables in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet, Lisa. Thanks for going first. Does anybody else have a goal that they want to work on for the next 5 weeks?
I have a goal, but I don't know how I'm gonna, I know what I want to do, but I don't know how I'm going to put it into play. I mean, I have a vacation coming up to Mexico the week before Thanksgiving. So actually I have a 4-week goal instead of a 5-week goal. And I just want to be able to, I need to put like strength training into my daily or my weekly routine, because I haven't done that. And, I've got to a point where I've stalled and I need to do something different. I need to switch it up somehow. And I just need to get started on that. So that's going to be a goal of mine, is probably to just, set a goal of, 2 days a week or 3 days a week of doing strength training. What I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, and making sure I hit that, because I need to get this top muffin top to go away.
Well, strength training, is one of the things that is important to add in, especially once you've seen some progress and it's kind of slowed down. Strength training can be that like bump you forward. So I want to make a suggestion, which is if you are incorporating strength training for the first time, it can be 2 or 3 days a week is very doable. It sounds doable, but what might even be more doable for you is to wrap your head around, you have 4 weeks.
Yeah.
What if you commit to doing 10 strength training sessions between now and when you leave? 10 sessions.
Okay.
Doesn't that sound like a little bit less daunting, maybe? Or does it sound more daunting?
No.
Because
I just
10 is
I'm
2
I'm
or 3
not,
a week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
You know what I'm saying? 10 is 2 a week would be 8. And we're shooting for 10. That means that 2 out of those weeks you're getting 3 in.
Okay.
But you can count. You can count those sessions. So you can, like, your goal is 10 sessions.
Okay.
And you can count that. I did 1. Now I'm going to do a second one. And if you're not sure what to do, well, we can definitely help you with that. Okay. We've got some strength training sessions we can give you.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I would need.
Just ask your coach and she can, she can give you the strength training that I wrote. And the one that I wrote is very simple. You can do it with a bunch of equipment or almost no equipment.
Okay. Yeah. Terry gave me some 3 and 5 pound weights. So.
Perfect. Yep. And your body is a weight.
Yeah.
So strength training with your body weight is really effective. So you got 10 sessions to do and you get to count down until your trip.
Okay. All right.
I like it, Julie. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, thank you.
Anybody else have one to share? 5 weeks.
Julie, you sound so much like Terry. I thought at first it was Terry. Sorry.
I was flipping. I was flipping
like,
looking for Terry, and I was like, it's not Terry. Where is she?
I know.
She's here in spirit.
Here. I love
I just spent the whole weekend with her, so that was nice.
Yeah. Anybody else? I feel like I walked more steps, just like a personal share. We made that 10K every day in September, and I didn't hit every day, but I hit probably like 98% of the days. I think I only missed 2. And that was more steps than I had walked in like months and months. And all it required was for me to be intentional a little bit earlier in my day about going for little walks. And it was very doable. So having that goal really helped me get in those extra steps. I just wanted to share that. Anybody else? Any other thoughts before we wrap up?
I'm going to say it on here for accountability, but I'm going to get in 3 days of movement for the next 5 weeks. 3 days a week for the next 5 weeks, because I've been really struggling. And this past week I hit my steps like every day for the first time, and I can't even remember how long. And so yeah, 3 days of movement a week.
What are you going to do for movement?
Probably something that I can do without going out to my gym, because I feel like that has been a barrier for me. So something I can do in my house, so body weight or yoga. Yoga probably is what I'm thinking. But even just getting that in, like making the time for that, has been really hard for me, because I've just gone through this really challenging mental season this past month. So I'm just wanting to get back into a good routine with that. So that's where I want to start. Because I know that if I say every single day, I'll get in my head about it, and it'll get frustrating, because I'll miss it, and then I'll get in that all or nothing mindset again. Even though I've been out of that for so long, sometimes when I'm struggling, it comes back.
Well, if you do the same math that we did for Julie, that's basically like 15 yoga sessions between now and Thanksgiving week. I think that's doable for you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, 15 yoga sessions between now and the week of Thanksgiving, and you'll hit your goal.
And we can do some with you at the Washington event.
Yeah,
I
girl.
actually am leading yoga at the Washington event.
There's one checked off, so you really only have to come up with 14 more. And I'm so glad. Sometimes we get into this like false belief that just because we know what to do, we should be able to do it. But guys, Lauren is a Fitme coach. She's a lead coach. She's a personal trainer, and she's a boot camp instructor. And she is telling you that she has had a hard time getting her exercise in this season. And she's setting that like publicly as her goal. Like that's an example of like being honest and real and being on this journey together. Just because you know doesn't mean you can do it, or doesn't mean you can do it all the time, or that it's easy. And so thanks Lauren for sharing that. And I think like 15 yoga sessions sounds like a really good goal that you can cross off and feel good about, especially because it's so restorative. And if this is a hard season, that's really good for you. So I want you guys to think about that too, as you're thinking about your goal and letting your coach know what it is. And they'll put it in your app if they can, which most people's goal can be put in their app. I want you to think about it as something that you need right now. Do you need to be pushed right now and have like something that pushes you outside of your comfort zone? Do you need to be restored right now? Do you need to be connected right now? Like, what do you need? And set your goal around that. It doesn't have to be all like somebody else's. Your goal can be to finish a book if that's what you want to do. If that's what you need to fill your cup right now, your specific measurable goal can be finish a book. So I want you to think, what is it that you need right now? And some of you do need to be pushed. This is the right season for that. But talk to your coach about that this week. That's your target. Let them know what your specific goal is for the next 5 weeks. And then they'll help you measure it and keep you accountable for it. Any questions before we wrap up? Sweet. All right, guys. Thanks again for waiting while I was figuring out Zoom. I don't know what's going on with my phone. And it's good to see all your faces, and have a fantastic week.
You too. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.